Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays if you guys celebrate that holiday. It's Christmas Eve here in the Midwest and it's so warm I'm in shorts today, so it does not feel like Christmas time here. But what I want to do today is I got the Flyhal FC610 that I just reviewed a few days ago, and I love this truck. It's oil-filled shocks, full ball bearings, 1/10 scale, really nice truck. But as I mentioned in the review, it's really easy to upgrade this to brushless, and that's what I've done. I put a 3300 kV, this black motor here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it. It's on this other side here. If I can pull the body up right in here. Brushless ESC, and I also put my GT Power sound system in here, and I also control I got the lights powered by it. I just had to swap the connector so that it connects into the control panel for the GT Power. So I want to see how this runs. Now, the pinion that comes on this comes with a 550 brush motor originally. That pinion is like machine pressed and glued on there. So I ordered a replacement one because the smallest pinion I had was 19, and this comes with a 14 tooth. And there's not much wiggle room in there to go with a different side pinion. They don't make it to where you can adjust that. If I got a 15 tooth in here, I went a little bit bigger and it still seems to be okay. So we'll see how this goes. Now, first thing I want to do is I'm going to do a top speed test. Now, I know I didn't do a top speed test on the brush motor. That was an oversight on my part. I mentioned it when I got out here. I should have done that. But it was probably somewhere in the 15 to 20 mile per hour range. We'll just get an idea. This is definitely faster. I've taken it out for a test run. So, we'll just see how it does. Now, like I said, I replaced that pinion with one, an aftermarket one with a grub screw on there. And just make sure when you put that on there, that small pinion, you put some thread lock on there as well to make sure that it doesn't come loose, because that's what actually happened to me. So let's go ahead and power it up. Let's see this. It's on this side. Yeah. Power button here. And there we got power. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Now, I put a DumboRC TXRX in here because obviously you got to change that out when you go brushless. We should be good to go. And there is the sound. And I put some brake lights on there. And of course the front lights are just the stock front lights. I didn't put any from the GT Power kit. So let's see what kind of top speed we get on this. There's quite a bit of traffic today. That sounds cool. We'll just do some laps here because it takes a while for this speed reader to get a good reading. And it definitely seems quicker. Now, it's not going to be a ton faster, I don't think, than the brush. But that's because of I think the gearing and that small pinion. Let's get out of the way here. And the brush seemed to me to be somewhere in that 15 to 20. I'd say this is maybe, 5 to 10 miles an hour faster. But it definitely seemed to have more power. We'll take it off-road here in a minute. I do need to trim it up a little bit. It's pulling a little bit to the right. I want to check this wheel again too. I can see we got a pretty decent speed reading now. The front wheel on this, again, they tend to come loose, and it looks like it may be. I don't know, so that could just be the steering. We'll have to see. That could just be play in the wheel. But it tends to come loose, and then you lose that little pin. So we got 23.1. That's not too bad. Again, it's not super fast. Nothing flashy. but I'd be shocked if that wasn't more than the brushed. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop my speed rater off here, and now we can take it off road so we don't damage it. So yeah, again, it was the brushed was definitely looked slower to me, but it's not going to be like a tremendous difference. But the brushless power is just going to be, you know, it's just got more power than the brushed. Yeah, that's cool. The brush did not have that much power. There's those red brake lights. I thought that those only came on when you put it in reverse, but they look like they're always on right now. It may be a setting. But I never had one of these sound kits. This is the first time, so I want to again thank you to Rain, is his name, over GT Power for sending out this bunch of this stuff. I got a bunch more to review for them. I got some chargers, and I got a basic sound kit that doesn't use Bluetooth like this one. But I'm real happy with this truck. That's still, I mean, that's still, you don't need something that goes 40 or 50 miles per hour. And on top of that, it you know, it's a lot harder to control. But 23, that's not bad at all for this little truck on brushless. And this truck, unless the price has changed, is only $80. So, I mean, that's, considering that the brush is not a whole lot, again, I'm guessing here, but I assume it's not gonna be much slower. You can't go wrong. But if you're like myself and you had a bunch of stuff, brushless stuff lying around, you can pick up a brushless motor and ESC for probably 40 bucks, and then maybe a controller for another 30 or so. So, you know, maybe 70 more dollars, you could get yourself the brushless on this if you needed to buy it. And of course, the sound kit on top of it, which is just something you don't need. It's just I happen to have. Yeah, this is really nice. Now we could certainly go 3S on this. I've used 3S on this ESC. I think we go up a little bit, but I'm still wondering on the gearing ratio how much of a difference it's gonna make. I really feel like you'd want to go up with a larger pinion on this, and there's just no room. It has this little plate that slides in and snaps, and you don't have the ability to turn and move the, you know, different screw holes like a lot of the kits used to have, where you could go with different size pinions. But I think my wheels are okay. I think I'm gonna check them again. It feels like they are. What I did was this front left wheel, they use these bronze, I believe they're bronze the wheel nuts with the pin that goes through them. And this one just kept coming loose, and I lost 2 of those pins. Thankfully I had some extra ones. And I think it may just not have been fitting in that groove well enough. So I've gone with I have a plastic nut that goes into the same size, and it seems to be fine. I mean, it is plastic, obviously metal's better, but I'm not seeing any problems. And then of course I thread locked it. The other wheels seem to be fine. But when you first get this truck, you do definitely need to do that. They will all come a little bit loose. But that front left one seemed to be really bad. But yeah, this has definitely got more power. And again, this has oil-filled shocks. And it just sounds cool with that speaker. Yeah, really good power. And really stable with oil-filled shocks. All right, guys, I think that's probably enough, and we're just running a bunch of laps here, so I got to talk over the speaker. But yeah, this is a nice truck. Again, about 80 bucks for this truck, as it was a few days ago with the 550 brush motor. You don't need to go brushless. I just wanted to because I knew it would be easy to do. You may just need to buy yourself a pinion, which is going to cost you, under 10 bucks for just a pinion gear. I got my set of 4 off Amazon, so You can certainly do that. Just I don't see any way of going with a much bigger pinion, so I think like this is going to sort of top out on 2S. You know, not a whole lot quicker. Again, I'm just guessing because I didn't do the brush top speed, which was dumb of me. But 23 miles per hour, not bad at all, and a lot of power, and just really fun truck and really well built. So highly recommend this. If you're interested in this or any of the other stuff like the controller, the brushless motor, or especially the GT Power sound kit and light kit, it'll all be down in the video description for you to purchase. So, all right, guys, that wraps it up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit the bell. That way you're notified every time I do upload a new video. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.